Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a mid-morning edition of the Silver Surge Sports Enthusiast Pop Culture Channel. I am always your host, Silver Surge. Today we're going to be celebrating another good fortune that's happened here in the Valley, and this one comes for the Arizona Cardinals. I was just talking literally in the last video about the Phoenix Suns and their fortune finally getting the number one pick blessed on their shoulders, and now we have the Arizona Cardinals getting some luck of their own. Theirs actually happened before the Suns, and I probably should have made the video beforehand, but I don't go in order. You know, I like to mix things up, I guess. So we're gonna be celebrating the Arizona Cardinals, and they had a victory themselves in the 2018 NFL Draft, which I believe was a few weeks ago, at least 2 weeks ago. I was not feeling very confident in this draft at all because the Arizona Cardinals were slotted to pick in the 15th slot, and they desperately needed a franchise quarterback. The only thing they did this offseason, they signed Sam Bradford and Mike Glennon, the worst quarterbacking pair I could have hoped for. From my own perspective, I think they aren't very good. Others will disagree, others will agree, but you know what I'm saying. Sam Bradford is a very good quarterback. I'm not going to dispute that. He is a very accurate passer, very good. He's out of Oklahoma. But the problem is he cannot stay healthy. He's a great quarterback when healthy. Keyword. He has had at least two MCL and ACL tears. Well, excuse me, one. He's had one of each. So he's had two tears total. He's had an ACL and MCL tear. And he's had prior shoulder injury history, too. So he can never stay on the field. He always misses a significant amount of time. I can't even remember the last time he's played an entire season. I think maybe his rookie year with the LA Rams. At the time, they were the St. Louis Rams. But yeah, so Sam Bradford's good when he can stay on the field, which is like never. So I'm not very happy with that. And then they ended up signing Mike Glennon to be his backup. And Mike Glennon was supposed to be the starter for the Chicago Bears a couple years ago. They snagged him in free agency away from the Buccaneers. And he lost his job to a rookie. The 2017 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears traded one spot up and gave away a king's ransom to the Niners and took Mitchell Trubisky from North Carolina. And North Carolina prospect Mitch Trubisky beat out Glennon for the starting job. So what does that tell you right now? So we have basically an injury-prone guy and then a guy who couldn't even beat out a rookie who played 1 year of college ball at North Carolina, his senior season, and somehow was given the reins to become a new franchise leader. So I honestly don't know why we have Glennon and Sam Bradford, but I guess that's why I'm not the general manager. Obviously, they knew something I don't, but whatever. So I had no faith at all in this draft that we were going to get anything as far as a quarterback is concerned, at least in the first round, because we were at 15 and there were so many quarterback needy teams, the Denver Broncos, the Buffalo Bills, the Cleveland Browns, even like I said, the Miami Dolphins too. So it was just, I was like, there's no way we're getting a quarterback in one. Maybe two, but not one. And when you know it, a little fortune finally fell our way. The number one overall pick, the Browns ended up taking Baker Mayfield, which I think he was like, depending on who you ask, he's the first or second best prospect, quarterback prospect in the entire draft. I wanted Baker Mayfield for a while, but once I found out he was going to be the first overall pick, I kind of gave up on him. And then at 3, the Jets took Sam Darnold, and I think Sam Darnold is an interception machine. He looked terrible against Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl. I think he should have spent one more year in college to kind of groom himself, but that's just me. Again, that's my own opinion. I don't think he's going to pan out, but maybe he'll prove me wrong. He could. You know, that's why this is America. We're free to have our own opinions. So we'll see how that works out. Best of luck to him. I don't want him to fail, but I just don't think he's going to do it. And then the Buffalo Bills traded up at 7, and they took Josh Allen out of Wyoming, and I think he's a major project. And somehow, some way, Josh Rosen, in my opinion, the best quarterback prospect and most NFL-ready, honestly, passer-ready quarterback in this league, draft, I should say, fell to number 10. I don't know why he did. I guess some people just had to come up with a reason why they didn't like him because they said he has attitude issues for some reason, which I think is a weak excuse. But he fell to number 10. And then we ended up trading with the Oakland Raiders, who, I'm sorry, but we stifled them. We robbed them 10 ways to Sunday. It was straight up robbery. We didn't even have to give up a first round pick next year. We gave up our 3rd round pick, which we had 2 of, by the way, at a compensatory pick, and a 5th round pick. So we got Josh Rosen at number 10, who is arguably the best quarterback prospect in the entire draft, at number 10 for a bag of damn peanuts. So I was shocked we got him. I'm stoked that we got him, though. He's doing phenomenal in his rookie camp and debut. He's been very accurate, very sharp, and his OTAs he's been doing great. So I'm thrilled to have Josh Rosen, and I'm very excited. I think he is going to be our next franchise quarterback. And he also trains with Aaron Rodgers in the offseason quite often, so I'm excited about that, to see him getting mentored by A-Rod. So anyway, without further ado, this is the second consecutive video where I've had at least 4 or 5 minutes without talking about any items, so I'm going to jump back into it. Sorry for the big delay. So we're going to start things off with a Arizona, well, it's not really in Arizona, but a little Cardinal plushie. This little guy I got from a trip out in Wichita, Kansas. I think it was like 2010, I think. So I was like, wow, 8 years ago. And I was visiting my brother and his wife out in Wichita. That's where they were living at the time. And their only son then, now they have 3 beautiful children. They have 2 sons and a daughter. But at the time, they had 1 kid. And we were at the Dillon Nature Center in Wichita, Kansas. And that was pretty fun. Or maybe it was in Hutch. Actually, I think it was in Hutchinson. But it doesn't matter anyway. I found this little hiking preserve or nature preserve, and they have a pond where people can fish, and they have a little center that tells you about all the wildlife in the area. And there was a little display of wild birds and stuff, and I found this little cardinal, and I was like, oh, I gotta get that. You know, I'm an Arizona Cardinals fan. It's a cardinal. Why not? You know, I gotta put it with my cardinal stuff. So you know, it's got this little keychain thingy on the top of it, and I don't think it makes any noise. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it doesn't make any noise. And oh, it does. Never mind. I totally didn't even realize it. Yeah, it totally makes noise. That's cool. I'm gonna play that again. I rediscovered that I've had it sitting on my shelf forever, and I forgot it made noise. That's cool. Well, that's why I probably got it, because it makes noise. Chirp, 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 cardinal, chirp it. Anyway, so you get the idea. This little cute little cardinal. And then the next piece is a Arizona Cardinals shot glass. And I got this 2 years ago for Christmas. My mom and dad got it for me, and it's very pretty. It's got a nice metallic black paint on it, and then the chrome look for the Cardinals. Says Arizona Cardinals on it, obviously. And I always drink out of it whenever the Cardinals have a big victory, like in the postseason against like the Packers or et cetera, whatever. But ooh, there's a little bit of residue in here. I gotta clean this out. I did not even realize there's a little bit of blue drink in there. But anyway, yeah. So they have this little cool shot glass, and I really do like that. I keep that on my shelf for the Arizona Cardinals specific section. And then I have some more bobbleheads. Yay! Yeah, I know, bobbleheads all the time, all the time. This is a Marcel Ship bobblehead. Retro style, and he was on our team last in 2007, I think, and it says Ship on the back. He was one of our better running backs we've had over the course of time. We've had Edgerrin James and Marcel Ship and Andre Ellington, if he can stay healthy, and then and now we have David Johnson. So, and I love me some DJ. But anyway, this ship bobblehead my mom found for me at a thrift store. She finds a lot of stuff for me at the thrift store, and God bless her heart. She helps me a lot with adding to my collection. But yeah, this one bobbles very well. He's got ear piercings, and yeah, so it's a really nice little bobblehead, and it's got an Arizona Cardinals helmet on it, and yeah, so I really like that. And ironic that I believe, yeah, David Johnson wears 31 too. Isn't that ironic? That's kind of funny. I just thought about that. But yeah, so it's got a little field. It says Arizona Cardinals on it. So it's a really nice little piece of, and I don't have many Arizona Cardinal bobbleheads anyway as it stands, so that's pretty cool to have. So anyway, and as I'm talking a million miles a second, we'll go to the next piece. I'll try to slow it down a little bit. This is a Larry Fitzgerald bobblehead. It's one of 2 that I own. You saw the Larry Fitzgerald Coyotes one from way back when in another video, but this one is NFL. It's got an NFL logo in the back, I guess, but it's painted red, and it says Arizona Cardinals on it. It's got his number, and it's got the Cardinals logo, but you can't see it because his body's kind of covering it up. And he's wearing his solid red uniform. They don't wear the red pants too often, but every once in a blue moon they do. And it says Cardinals on his jersey underneath. Kind of hard to see, but there it is. And then he's holding a football while running with it. And yeah, so he's got his dreadlocks in the back there, and it's a pretty nice bobble. I personally, as far as like comparisons to the actual person, I think the Coyotes one resembles him a little bit better, but it's still an awesome bobblehead, and I love having it. So, yeah. So that concludes all my Arizona Cardinals stuff for today. And again, we're celebrating the fact that the Cardinals may have stumbled onto their franchise quarterback for a bag of peanuts. And only thing left to say is I think good things are coming. So otherwise, you guys have a good rest of your day. Please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button at the very bottom of this. Share with your friends. Share with your neighbors. Share with other Arizona Cardinals fans. I don't care. Share it with anybody you like. It would help me a lot. I would appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day, guys. God bless, and I will see you next time.